over here. We have crossed the border this morning into Nicaragua, and we just went and visited a school. We're over here now at the, I just walked down the street to the feeding center where they feed, how many they say they feed every day? 80 kids every day. Here's some of them who've already finished eating. They're finishing up now, and we just served them their food and drink. So, man, it's such a blessing being here and seeing this and having our kids be a part of it too and helping serve. This is the school here, property. One of the schools here in Nicaragua. It's the Good Samaritan school here. And they've let out for the day. They get out half a day here. But we just have walked back across from the feeding center. Just got here over here to the one of the feeding centers for the elderly folks, and so here this is the main room. They come in and just all sit around in the rocking chairs. This is the first day of being back open, so there's not a whole lot here right now. There may be more coming in on their way. So they come in and just kind of sit around the rocking chairs and fellowship with each other a little bit, and then have this area here where they move in here to the actually eat, and then they bring it out from the kitchen and feed them. So this is really neat. We're going to start feeding them here in just a few minutes. Well, it is Thursday morning now here in Honduras. We had another really good day yesterday on Wednesday. We went yesterday morning over, we went to tour the Good Samaritan schools. So we saw the high school and the middle school and got to look in there and you know, teachers are in there preparing their classes, getting things decorated and everything ready for the kids to start back. And so we did that, and then we went literally right down the road. Probably could have walked to it, but went right there to another feeding center. It was the elderly feeding center. We've just been enjoying our time here in Honduras and just seeing the different ministries, me seeing many of them again. But just, you know, it's been 20 years since I've been down here, and so it's really been so helpful. It meant a lot more, you know, now being missionaries and looking, you know, at things from a different perspective for ministry ideas and ministry opportunities. And so we've definitely learned a lot, been asking a lot of questions and getting a lot of insight on things as far as just how they do things here to just kind of give us help and things for down the road and potential things we can look at doing. And then last night we went to another church right down the road from the mission here, and had a good service there and was able to kind of share our testimony and just how the Lord called us to be missionaries. And so just thankful for that. We just arrived up here to this village, out here to this church, and they have a church here, and then right over here beside it is the feeding center. So we're going to go ahead and kind of see both of them. There's a feeding center here. They're actually working on building a pastorum for the pastor here, because he's actually been living in part of like a storage room in this feeding center. He's got like, I think they said 5 kids. And one time they were all staying in the one little room, and they've kind of spread out and stuff since. But so they're working on that project to build him a pastorum where they have their own place and stuff. So that's a huge blessing. So we're going to kind of see this place and help with the feeding center. And here they have the pastor's wife. She's cooking the food and preparing it for the kids. Our little stove. This is what her stove looks like there.
a repasar la historia que les contaron el domingo. ¿Cuántos recuerdan la historia del domingo por la mañana? ¿Cómo se llamaba? La historia de Saqueo. En Lucas 19 del 1 al 10 nos habla la historia de un hombre tan pequeñito que deseaba ver quién era Jesús.
It's a blessing to be able to serve all these kids. Just come in. I lost track of what they were. I was up to 20-something kids, I think, and more have come in and stuff since we've been passing out the food. But he did that little Bible lesson with them, and now they're all over here eating. They come here once a day, Monday through Friday, and this pastor, the church here, and his wife, they fix the food and feed them, does a Bible lessons with them. And then we moved, our family moved actually to the field of Peru on October, I believe it was the 27th of 2025.
Y como el 27 de octubre del 2025, nuestra familia pues nos mudamos a Perú.
And we just have wanted to come out here to Good Samaritan. I actually came out here back when I was 13 or about 20 years ago.
Y yo vine con la misión Buen Samaritano hace muchos años, cuando tenía como 13 años.
And so it's exciting to be able to come back again and kind of see everything once again.
Entonces fue emocionante para mí volver a Honduras y ver todo otra vez de nuevo.
But it a little bit means kind of more to me now, having been called to be a missionary. It's just really special, kind of seeing all this from a different perspective now, being a missionary, looking at these different ministries. Well, we are coming to the close of our week being here in Honduras. It is Friday, and since it is a good distance from the airport where we were at with the mission there at Good Samaritan, we left kind of earlier this morning, about 9 something, and drove the 4 hours back this way, and we headed back this way close by the airport, and we're just going to spend the night here because we have a really early flight in the morning. And so anyway, it has been a wonderful week. We've had a great time. Yesterday was wonderful as well, going into that other feeding center there at that church and meeting that pastor and those kids that come in. And man, it's just such a blessing seeing that. And man, that pastor's heart and just how he loves working with those kids and teaching the kids the Bible and praying with them, of course, feeding them and everything. It's just a wonderful ministry there. And then it was really neat, getting to be on the radio as well. Not something you get to do every day. So that was really cool. And just sharing a little bit of our testimony and just talking, just kind of having a conversation there. And we really enjoyed that as well. It was great. So we just had a blast on this week. I hate that it's already come to a close, but we know we've got to get back to Peru and continue on with things there. But we've really learned a lot this week, which has been the whole purpose of coming. That was the whole purpose of our coming here, was really just to kind of work alongside them for the week, the missionaries, and go around to the different ministries and just kind of talk to them, ask questions, and kind of get all the information we can about different ministries that are on our heart to do down there. And so we've really learned a lot this week, and so we're excited to kind of be able to go back to Peru and take that stuff back with us. And so we'll be heading out here in a little while, or I guess in the morning, heading to the airport and getting on our flight, heading back to Peru.